Hi there, welcome to the TATAbox tutorial. My name is Mario and today I'm representing Altertox, a Brussels-based company with a clear mission, turning alternatives to animal testing into a reality. For the last 10 years, Altertox has paved the way to NAMs through different services, from policy and education to training, scientific support, public outreach, and communication. Learn more about us and what we do, please visit our website in the description box below. Today, we're excited to introduce our latest release, the first game exclusively dedicated to alternatives to animal methods, the TATAbox. This game is designed for 2 to 4 players, with a playtime ranging from 15 to 30 minutes. Whether you are an undergraduate student, a scientist, an NGO member, or anyone interested in alternatives to animal testing, TATAbox offers a unique and engaging experience for all. Now, let's dive into what TATAbox is all about. Players will step into the shoes of 21st century scientists on a mission to develop and validate human-relevant models, all without using animals. For this, they will need to understand stakeholders' perspectives by taking the role of NGOs, industry, academia, or test method developers. The big challenge? Creating a model that is validated and used by the entire scientific community. Here's how you do it. You've got a bunch of scientific tiles at your disposal. Your task is to use these tiles strategically and connect them in the right sequence to develop the most robust method. Get your method validated. Save as many animals as you can. Score the most points to win the game. Use the tiles in your house to combine them in the right order and create your own NAM success story. It's a game where strategy, science, and a bit of creativity come together. So what's inside the TATAbox? Inside the game you will find 60 laboratory tiles, 50 animal tokens, 4 roll cards identified with a color, 4 validation tiles, 4 star tiles, 1 token of first player, 12 wooden roll cubes, 1 scoring notepad, and the rulebook, how to play. Shuffle the 60 laboratory tiles and stack them up, face down on the table. This stack now forms the laboratory. The laboratory has 60 different scientific actions, each in different steps of validation, and with 4 different symbols of combination. Drop 3 tiles from the laboratory and lay them face up beside it. These tiles create the lab bench. At the end of each round, the lab bench should always consist of 3 tiles. If the lab bench has only tiles from the same step, refresh the entire lab bench. The tile being replaced should be placed in the discard pile, located next to the laboratory. Give each player 3 laboratory tiles. Players should hold these tiles in their hand, keeping them hidden from other players. If a player gets 3 tiles from the same step, they might swap 1 tile, just once, with the top tile from the laboratory pile. The tile being replaced should be placed in the discard pile. Every player is dealt a random roll card. Read the persona objective and place it face up beside them. Based on the roll color, each player then receives 12 wooden roll cubes and 1 validation tile. If you are playing an initiation game, remove all the star tiles. The animal tokens are placed on a side available to all players to be used throughout the game. Players take turns, starting with the first player determined at the beginning of the game. A turn is divided into 2 phases. During phase 1, players have the option to play a card on the table or next to an already existing tile. To do so, the color symbols should match, and the steps of validation, shown at the bottom left of the tile, should not be separated by more than 1 dot. Players have the option to place a roll cube on the tile they just played, or they can choose not to play a tile and use one of their cubes on any of the cards available on the table. Each time you connect 2 symbols, an animal is saved. At the end of the game, each saved animal scores 1 point for the player. Here's some strategy tip. Create multiple connections with a single tile to boost your score. Once phase 1 is done, you guessed it, we move to phase 2. The player ends their turn by drawing 1 tile from the visible deck or 2 tiles from the laboratory. Each turn, players contribute to the board's content with their actions. Gradually, the board grows with interconnected tiles, just like science, a structure built from knowledge bricks connected over millennia through the work of inspired and dedicated scientists. The decision of when to play the validation card, which triggers the end of the game, is a crucial strategic move. Think of it like a race where everyone's rushing to get validated, and just like in real life, your pals can either help you or throw some obstacles your way. So that's why it's important to keep a plan B ready. To ace this race, you have to be adaptable and find that sweet spot between teamwork and rivalry. It's all about making sure your method gets the green light and racking up the most points before the game wraps up. Let's now dive into the scoring part. There are 5 different elements that contribute to your victory. You'll score 1 point for every tile in your model, whether it's validated or not, and you'll get 1 point for each of the tiles that another player uses. Earn 4 points if your method is validated. You'll gain 3 points if you fulfill your role objective. You'll receive 1 point for each animal token acquired during the game. To sum it up, TATAbox is more than just a game. It's a journey through different tiles that bring in a wide variety of in vitro and in silico scientific actions. You'll have access to a glossary inside the game. As you play through different roles, you'll get to see things from different perspectives, facing the challenges and opportunities unique to each role. And with a whopping 60 scientific actions available, no 2 rounds of TATAbox are the same. Every round of TATAbox is a new adventure. And to spice things up even further, as part of our facilitation package, you will have access to blank tiles so you can come up with your own methods, as well as 2 new and exclusive role cards, the Regulator and the Ethical Committee. So, whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, TATAbox promises an adventure where strategy meets scientific exploration. Let's play together and make alternatives to animal testing a new reality.